Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. I've got some seriously exciting news that could shake up the entire AFC East and send ripples through the league's power structure. It's a hypothetical scenario, but one that's been buzzing around league circles, with insiders whispering about a potential blockbuster trade involving none other than Brian Burns. Yeah, the same Brian Burns who's been making waves in Carolina, now rumored to be heading north to Buffalo. That's right. Imagine Burns, this lightning-fast pass rusher, landing in Orchard Park, ready to turbocharge the Bills' defense just as the postseason approaches. It's a bold move, but one that could elevate Buffalo from a good team to a true contender, especially with the playoff push heating up as we head into December. Let's break down what this could mean, starting with the context of the current NFL landscape. The Bills are sitting comfortably at 7-4, still in the thick of the playoff hunt, but the defense, especially the pass rush, has been a bit inconsistent lately. With Von Miller's injury and Gregory Rousseau's limited playing time due to an ankle strain, Buffalo's front seven has looked slightly more vulnerable. That's where Burns could come in, an elite pass rusher who's been a game wrecker all season long. In 2025, Burns has been nothing short of spectacular, with 9 sacks, 45 tackles, and 7 tackles for loss in just 11 games. His pass rush grade from PFF is an eye-popping 91.9, putting him among the best edge rushers in the league. This guy is a sack machine, averaging 3.9 QB hits per game, and he's winning 75% of his double-team blocks. His career totals now sit at an impressive 55 sacks, and he's been selected to 4 Pro Bowls, showcasing his elite status. But what makes Burns such a perfect fit for the Bills isn't just his sack numbers. It's his ability to generate pressure, disrupt plays, and create turnovers. His EPA per play is plus 0.45, meaning he's not just racking up sacks, but also making a significant impact on the game's overall flow. His success rate with speed rushes is around 77%, and he's particularly dangerous in the red zone, where he's been responsible for stops on nearly half of his opportunities, about 48%. His ability to get off the snap quickly and beat blockers with speed makes him a nightmare for quarterbacks, especially in high-stakes moments. He also excels against mobile QBs, with an EPA of plus 0.35 on plays involving scrambling or extending the pocket, adding yet another layer of threat against opponents like Mahomes or Hurts in the playoffs. Now, let's talk about the Giants, who are in a total rebuild mode after firing Brian Daboll. They're sitting at 2-9, and their focus right now is on building for the future. The team has a cap space of around $25 million, but their priority is clearly on shoring up the offensive line and developing young talent. They've been leaking points on defense, allowing almost 29 points per game, and their sack rate is among the league's worst at 1.9 per game. They're also dealing with injuries, including Burns' shoulder strain, which caused him to miss a couple of games. The Giants are clearly positioning themselves for a top draft pick next year, aiming for the 2026 first-rounder that could be a franchise-changing quarterback or a dominant defensive player. So why would the Giants trade Burns? Well, they're not exactly in a position to contend right now, and their focus seems to be on a long-term rebuild. They're also wary of giving Burns a lucrative extension that could cost around $20 million a year, especially with their current cap situation. Instead, they're prioritizing cap space to invest in younger players and free agents for the future. It's also about reallocating resources. By shipping Burns out, they free up roughly $22 million in cap space that can be used to bolster their draft capital and target key positions like wide receiver or offensive line. Plus, with the team's defensive struggles and their focus on developing talent, a high first-round pick in 2026 becomes more valuable than holding onto a star edge rusher who might demand a big extension next year. Now, flip the script to the Bills. They've been in need of a boost on the edge, especially with Oliver's ankle injury that sidelined him in Week 13. Adding Burns would give Buffalo a serious speed threat off the edge, one capable of racking up 13 more sacks in the final stretch of the season. That's the kind of addition that can turn a good defense into a dominant one, especially in the playoffs. Burns' presence would complement Von Miller perfectly, who's already been a disruptive force with 6 sacks in 2025. Together, these two could form a formidable tandem, creating pressure from both sides, forcing quarterbacks into uncomfortable throws and increasing turnovers. It would also help reduce the big plays allowed, dropping yards given up in the air from 210 to around 175 yards per game, while boosting the team's sack totals and overall pass rush efficiency. And let's not forget about the impact on the Bills' secondary and scheme. With Burns pinning his ears back and rushing the passer, defenses can be more aggressive, daring QBs to hold the ball longer and opening up opportunities for blitzes and coverage sacks. His ability to generate hurries, adding about 1-7 per game, would help disrupt timing routes and make it even harder for opposing offenses to settle into a rhythm. The Bills' red zone defense would also see an uptick, with stops increasing from roughly 63% to over 75%. Against high-powered offenses like the Dolphins or Chiefs, this kind of upgrade can be the difference between a win or a loss in January. Speaking of the playoffs, this move could be just the boost Buffalo needs to elevate their chances in January. Burns' impact isn't just about sacks. It's about making quarterbacks uncomfortable, turning pressure into turnovers, and creating a consistent pass rush that's been missing at times this season. His PFF grade climbing from 78.5 to over 91 is a testament to how impactful he could be in McDermott's scheme. He's a matchup nightmare, especially against speed rushes, and his presence on the field could help Buffalo become more unpredictable and aggressive. Now for the big picture. This hypothetical trade would not only boost the Bills' defense, but could also shift the entire AFC landscape. With Burns, Buffalo's odds of winning the Super Bowl would increase significantly, jumping from plus 4,500 preseason odds to around plus 2,200. He's a true X-factor in the postseason, capable of doubling Mahomes in clutch situations and neutralizing the Chiefs' offensive firepower. His addition would make Buffalo favorites in the AFC, with betting odds moving to around plus 1,200, and it would send a clear message that the Bills are serious about contending now and not waiting for a rebuild. The AFC East, which has been dominated by the Dolphins and Jets in recent years, could see Buffalo reasserting their dominance, especially if they can add a player of Burns' caliber before the playoff push. But let's keep it real. This is all speculation for now. The NFL trade deadline is still a few weeks away, and there are many moving parts. The Giants might be hesitant to part with Burns, and Buffalo would have to work out a deal that makes sense for both sides. Still, the buzz is that this could be a game changer, a move that defines the direction of the Bills' franchise in the coming years. Imagine a Bills defense with Burns rushing from one side, Miller from the other, and Ed Oliver and Daquan Jones plugging gaps. It's a terrifying sight for any QB, and it would make Buffalo's defense one of the most feared in the league. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Burns would be the perfect addition to push us over the top? Or do you believe the Bills should focus on other areas in the draft or free agency? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Buffalo Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. This kind of move, if it happens, could redefine the Bills' season and set us up for a deep playoff run, maybe even a Super Bowl appearance. The AFC is stacking up, with the Chiefs, Dolphins, and others fighting tooth and nail, but Buffalo has a real shot if they make the right moves now. Burns' addition could be that move, the spark that ignites the Bills' defense and helps them chase that elusive Super Bowl ring they've been dreaming of since 1993. As we watch this drama unfold, one thing is clear: Buffalo is not backing down. We're in it to win it, and with a player like Burns, our chances just got a whole lot better. So buckle up, Bills Mafia, because the next few weeks could be some of the most exciting in franchise history.